Hi guys, my name is Sanjay Gupta. I am a consultant cardiologist. I work in York, and someone asked me recently as to why they felt their ectopic heartbeats in their throat. I've gotten to know a lot of you, many of you who suffer from ectopic heartbeats. And one question that I get asked is, why do I feel them in my throat? It's very unsettling. I don't know why I feel them in my throat. And I've been thinking about this, and there's a very easy explanation. So bear with me whilst I try and explain this to you so that you understand what I'm talking about. The first thing to say is, what is an ectopic heartbeat? An ectopic heartbeat by nature is a premature beat, okay? It comes in earlier than the expected normal beat. So basically what happens is, as I always say, your pacemaker is like a man with a drum, all right? So what he does is the man beats the drum, he waits for the echo to die down, he beats the drum again, all right? Now, how does it work? So basically he beats the drum, then he waits for the echo to die down, and in the meanwhile, the heart is filling up with blood, and then he beats the drum, and the heart starts emptying. And then while he's waiting for the echo to die down, he beats the drum again. So this is how it goes, right? The guy is beating the drum, he's waiting for the echo to die down. Once the echo dies down, he beats again. Now, what happens with an ectopic heartbeat is your drummer, your pacemaker, beats the drum, but before the echo dies down, somewhere else beats the drum, all right? Now, this other beat that has been comes in earlier, and therefore is not very effective, because if it comes in earlier, it doesn't pump out much blood because the heart hasn't fully relaxed, all right? The heart hasn't fully relaxed, so it hasn't filled with much blood, so the extra beat was not going to pump much blood out. Now, the problem is less blood comes out, all right, and that will feel like a missed beat, but there is still, the echo hasn't died down. So your drummer is still waiting for the echo to die down. He doesn't know that the echo is from this extra beat. So he waits much longer before firing again. So if he's waiting much longer, what tends to happen is that the heart is opening, filling up with more and more blood. And then when he fires, a whole wad of more blood goes out of the heart. Now, why is that felt in the throat? The reason it's felt in the throat is this. You have your carotid artery here, okay? So if you put your finger on your Adam's apple, all right? I've got an Adam's apple. And if you push it inwards, you will feel a really strong pulsation. That's your carotid artery. So it's right where the throat is, okay? Now, when you have a whole amount of much larger amount of blood being pumped out, that's where you'll feel it the most, because that's the carotid artery is the nearest to the heart that you can feel in your body. So if you compare your carotid artery to your radial artery, which is what people feel when they feel their pulse, the radial artery is very faint compared to the sensation you feel over here. So basically what happens is, as I'm not sure I've explained it very well, but essentially what has happened is, because you've had a premature beat, which is not very effective, it doesn't have much of a mechanical effect, it still has an electrical presence. So your normal pacemaker waits much longer to fire again. And because it's waiting much longer, your heart has a lot more time to fill with blood. And because it's filling with more blood, it's going to pump out a whole lot more blood. And that is then felt in the throat. And that's why some people with ectopic heartbeats complain about this sensation, or this uncomfortable sensation in their throat when they get the ectopic. It is not the ectopic that is causing this. It is the beat, the normal beat after the ectopic. The ectopic beat is actually a very faint beat. It's almost like a missed beat. It's the pulse, it's the beat after the ectopic, which causes this sudden sensation, sudden rush of a lot of blood in the carotid artery. And that is why you feel them in the throat. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know if I haven't explained that as easily. So if I haven't, I'll try and do it again. Thank you so much. You guys are great. You're so kind. It makes my day to read your comments. I desperately want to try and answer everyone, and I will eventually get around to answering everyone. So even if I don't answer you straight away. I will continue to try very hard to keep up to date with all my responses. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. I'm always grateful for any comments. I'm grateful for people coming and joining my Facebook page. This is my website, yourcardiology.co.uk. This is my Facebook page, and this is me. All right. So, I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much. I've become very interested in the idea of posture and ectopics, and I'm going to do a few more videos, hopefully tonight, on the subject of posture and ectopics. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Bye.